Welcome to the Game 365 podcast. Today we talking about the price of love. I've been sitting here thinking about it, marinating on it, and what is love? Is there a price tag on it? You know, when you got family and friends and associates, do you look into the relationships that you build with these people and you create, and do you think it's authentic? Is it something that comes with a tag? What can you do for them? What can they do for you? A lot of us, we go through life trying to build relationships off of what can someone do for me, or, how can I create, opportunity for somebody. But what if you can't create an opportunity for a motherfucker no more? Is the love gone? And, sometimes, we look at, oh, okay, well, this is my partner. This is my brother. This is my sister. This is the homeboy. This is my ex. This is some of my folks. This is my player partner, my people. But then we realize, what are we all in it for? Is it for the money? Is it attached to loyalty? I look at it from different perspectives, and, I just wanted to break that down on this episode because, I look at business and the streets and, relationships and, just dealing with people that you felt, or you feel that, have your best interest, but then it boils down to like, God damn, can we, really progress and evolve to the next level without, it being something in it for you or for me? These are some of the things that, we have to look at when we put it on a scale, and, it's something that, really, one has to marinate on because, we wake up every day looking for a dollar. We're looking for opportunity. We're looking to feed our family or take care, of our well-being. But then you got to realize that, all that shit come with a price because you can't tell the landlord, I ain't got it this month. You can't tell the motherfucker at the studio, I ain't got it this month. You can't tell, the car lot, I ain't got it this month. You can't tell the insurance man, I ain't got it this month. All that shit seem good, it sound good, but, in the scheme of things, in the thick of things, when you get to boiling down to, your responsibilities and your commitments and your obligations and shit, that shit come with a price, So I'm going to start off with business. When you look at business, it's like, okay, it's contractual and then it's word of mouth. But either way it go, as a man, you got to be a man of your word or a woman of your word and handle business and, stand up and be accounted for. So it's like motherfuckers be thinking that shit's supposed to be free. You got to invest in your future as well, though. You can't expect a motherfucker that's handling his business or her business and paying bills and, making sure that everything's good so the lights can stay on to just give you the motherfucking handoff for free. You got to, come with some sweat equity. You got to come with something because then you're looking at them as, a motherfucker that's going to, pave your way. But then they're looking like, I can't come into the landlord, of the commercial building or, the venue or, the whatever I got going on and think it's going to be good. You feel me? And a lot of people don't understand business, especially in the black community. They think everything is based upon I know him, I know her. But sometimes people don't realize that, you have to bring something to the table. And a lot of times that's financial means. That's money. That's credit. That's, equity. That's some form of compensation that, it has to be brought to the table because in order to keep the lights on, in order to keep shit thriving and shit going on, man, you got to put it on the table and you got to make it happen. It's just the reality. It's just what it is, and I think that a lot of people, they feel that they can go through life, with a promissory note, looking for handouts and, making shit happen based upon who they think they are. But at the end of the day, you think that that's supposed to be based upon, oh, I love you or you know me or we grew up together or I fuck with you. But then, you got to realize that, business is business. You feel me? And sometimes people get in their feelings over business because it's like, oh, I thought that because we grew up together. I thought that because, you're my cousin. I thought that was because, you were my ex-coworker and we said this or said that. But at the end of the day, you feel me? You got to separate the love from the money. And motherfuckers getting their feelings when you get to talking like that because now they get to looking at you from, what I'm saying, side eye, and they get to looking at you from a different perspective because now you're talking about that I have to go in my pocket or I have to go out here and make something happen to bring it back to the table and pay for what I should have been paying for or what we agreed upon, but you thought that you were going to get some cut slack because of some love that we have for each other. But you got to learn how to compartmentalize that when it comes to business because a motherfucker that love you or you love will take advantage of the fact that you love them. You know what I'm saying? And it's heartbreaking, but business is separate from love and personal. I just try to, put that out here and, provide the platform and something to, conversate and pop it about on that level because I feel that, we all do it. Family will do it to you. You'll do it to family. You'll think that, I could stay with a family member all motherfucking year and not give them no money. All that old shit. You dig what I'm saying? And then you have that part where it's personal. It's like, well, I think I can go through life getting handouts from my family, friends, and associates because we love each other. I love you. But at the end of the day, it's like, goddamn, niggas got to pay rent. Houses got to get paid for. Car notes. Whatever you got going on that, that has a financial attachment to it, that shit got to get taken care of. And love don't handle that. Love don't pay no bills. You got to get out here and work, baby boy. Girl, you got to handle some business. You got to get out here and do what you need to do in order to provide. But, people they'll sit back and be like, damn, my cousin don't love me no more. I can't stay at his house for free. My auntie don't love me no more. I can't live on her couch and go through her refrigerator, but then I spend my money on weed, backwoods, and Hennessy, and kicking it every night at X Stadium or traveling the world on my dime. But when it come to me standing up and what I'm saying, handling business, and contributing something to make sure that I could take the cheat up off her or uncle or whoever it may be that's raising you or that let you in, it becomes a problem. And that's the price of love. You know what I'm saying? And the shit is real finicky and humans are real fickle. A lot of motherfuckers don't realize that a lot of people only fuck with you for what you can do or what they can get, what you can provide or what they can obtain. We have to go through life dealing with the genuine, the unique, the original, and the real. You dig what I'm saying? Because a motherfucker will fuck around and have you in a situation to where it's like, if you don't do this or do that, you don't love me. If you don't do this or don't do that, you don't trust me. If you don't do this or don't do that, you don't want to see me win. But then, well, if you don't handle this or handle that, then you don't got no love for me. So it's like a tug of war in a sense. You feel me? It's like, okay, we're both looking at each other to handle business or to do this or do that, but then whoever has seniority in the situation is the one with the most burden. Because if the house is in my name, if the car is in my name, if the bills are in my name or the obligation is on me, then I'm the one that no matter if you handle your end of the bargain, I'm the one, you know what I'm saying, that I'm pinned to the cross. You dig what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of this shit. So what is love when it comes to the first through the fifth and you got to handle some business personally and you got a motherfucker laying on your couch or coming in and out your door for free and they feel that the money that they getting can go to whatever they want to do. But when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, you making sure that, okay, well, let me just get $900 a month. Motherfuckers in MIA, in the wind. Ain't answering the phone. So we get caught up in these relationships and these friendships and these homies and these females that we know or associated with. And, there's just a miscommunication when it comes down to what it is and worse what it ain't. There's pros and cons to every relationship. And that's why I believe that, relationships are about progress. Because if I'm fucking with someone or dealing with someone and they feel that, you know, they're not trying to be an asset to what I got going on or vice versa, then I don't even see us even dealing with each other, you know what I'm saying, on the level that, is conducive to moving forward. I feel that, we can come past each other and see each other when we see each other, but if the overall philosophy is not about the team and about the goals and about the ideal and the principles of what, we got going on that is going to make sure that we win, then love don't mean nothing. You don't want to see, me in a position to where I'm growing and prospering. And clearly, if you don't want to see that, then, you don't want to see it for yourself. Or you're looking for a come up, or you're looking for a motherfucker that you can finesse, or you can game, or you can hustle. And that's where, the buck stops at, So shit crazy, man. And it's, I'm going to start doing a little bit of more of these podcasts where it's solo and I'm popping this shit on certain topics and I'm just, allowing my subscribers and a couple of my viewers and shit to just, think and marinate, and you guys can comment and agree or disagree. It really don't matter to me. This is just my opinion and I'm, just popping this shit. And I hope to hear a lot of people's opinions in the comments because I like to hear what people, deem loyalty, what people deem, being real to somebody, what people deem being committed or dedicated to, somebody. We don't got to be a relationship. Shit could be family. Shit can be, homies, your gang, your neighborhood, your program, Uh, you know, it could be, to whatever that you took the chance to, commit to that you said that I'll never give up on, I'll never turn my back on. Because I done grew up with motherfuckers that I never thought were told. I grew up with motherfuckers that I never thought would fold. I grew up with motherfuckers that I never thought that, wouldn't, go against the grain for, some other motherfuckers that ain't no good. But, it's the streets. It happens. It's just like in corporate, 9 to 5 life, there's workplace politics. You might think a coworker's smooth and everything's good, but the motherfucker might backdoor you in order for the supervisor position. A motherfucker might backdoor you in order for them to save their job and for you to get cut short because, you just never know. It's just a part of this game. It's just a part of life. It's just a part of dealing with humans. You dig what I'm saying? And it's like, sometimes we go through this shit naive and gullible thinking that it won't happen to me. This person is cool. Nah, that's my homeboy. Oh, nah, that's my ex. She's cool. She ain't like that. Or nah, that's my auntie. That's my uncle. That's my brother. That's my cousin. That's my son or my daughter. You just never know in this old shit. You dig what I'm saying? Motherfuckers play for the back door before they play for the front door. Sometimes. I mean, I can't say in every instance, but, it's just 2024. I done seen a whole lot of shit, done heard a lot of shit, and experienced a lot of shit. So it's like, I look at this shit from, the real bird's eye view. I want to see all this shit, and then I forge my opinion, and I deal with it accordingly if I had to go through it. So, I mean, that's just what it is. But being that, I'm a part of G.A.M.E 365, the CEO, the founder, I look at everything and, kind of utilize G.A.M.E and add G.A.M.E into everything that I do or I see, because when I look at love, I look at what is love. Is love a feeling? Is love an action? Is love an emotion? Is love what somebody can do? Is love what somebody would say to you? What is it? You feel what I'm saying? Or does it have a price tag on it, like I was saying? Because, we kind of look at this shit like, okay, well, so I'm a part of this group. I want acceptance. I want to be, on the winning team. I'm willing to give it my all and do everything I got to do for, this shit to function correctly. So now are you doing everything that you need to do because you're genuine about it, or are you doing this shit because you know that the results that you might get might be financial or monetary? Everybody's agenda is different, you know? Everybody has a different card that they may play when it comes down to it. So you just never know when you in the streets, when you in the corporate world, when you in different realms of society that, govern a motherfucker to play their hand according to what's going on in the moment. You feel what I'm saying? So life is tricky. Life is like the Matrix. It's like the movies and shit. Motherfuckers don't never really know what things are and what shit may be, and based upon, until, what I'm saying, it be hindsight, or until you think about it like, damn, I would have never thought that, I would have been played like that, or I would have made that move, but, I needed the money, or I needed the bitch, or bro was tripping, or oh, that was just his baby mom, or he ain't gonna need that, or grandma don't care. I'm her baby. She don't care if I spend my money on a vacation and she go into foreclosure. You got to put this shit on a scale and see what you in it for. See what everybody else is in it for that's on your team that's surrounding you. Because sometimes when you get to really evaluating and vetting motherfuckers and shit, you really get to see true characters and who people are based upon what you can and can't do for them and vice versa. And that's what it is, this evaluation process. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it be. I tend to figure out, like, can I win with you? You know? That's how I look at it. Can I win with you? Can we become assets for each other? I don't give a fuck if I got to pay for my services, or I got to ask for a ride, or this, that, or the third. Can we win? Is it a win for both of us? Because at the end of the day, it's all about upgrading. The team concept. Jordan didn't win that shit by himself. You feel me? Jordan didn't win a championship by himself. He had Pippen, Kukoc. You know what I'm saying? He had a whole lot of motherfucking champions. Rodman, you know, Cartwright. He had a whole lot of motherfuckers on his team. And then he had the late, great, you know, Mr. Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to understand this philosophy you subscribe to. You got to understand the team concept and what you in it for and what's your agenda and what's your intentions, you know? Because some of these motherfuckers go through life thinking that every move they make is a game and they can play on, everybody being gullible and naive and not realizing that some motherfuckers is playing for keeps. They don't even got no love in this shit. So then when you think you playing on somebody because you can play love and I like you and it's good, it really ain't. Because some motherfuckers is playing for the win by any means necessary, and some people got to be sacrificial lambs. So that's why it's not even cool to try to fake that you got love for someone or that you really in it with your heart or your emotions, when you just need to just do business like an ordinary person, or you need to handle your obligations to your people, because, some motherfuckers fake it until they make it. So some motherfuckers really ain't got shit going on that they really do. And some motherfuckers do got shit going on, but that don't mean you can take advantage of the fact that they got a good job, they got an inheritance, they're an entrepreneur, they're wealthy, they're an investor, they got shit popping in the streets. You can't use that as a fact to take advantage of a motherfucker. That's just the reality. You feel me? Because you never know at the back of their mind what they would and wouldn't do to you based upon they getting the inclination that you playing, or that you trying to get over on them, or con them about their kindness. You feel me? Or what they can do for you, or their finances. Because motherfuckers work hard for their paper. I don't give a fuck if you hustling, 9 to 5, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an investor. You know what I'm saying? That shit just don't fall out the sky. You got to go get that. You got to work for that. You got to put in sweat equity. You got to make things happen. You got to shoot a jumper. You got to write raps. You got to finesse. You know what I'm saying? You got to do a whole lot of things in order for you to get the results that, that makes you worthy of some bag or some check. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, don't never take a motherfucker's hustle or kindness or hard work ethic, for weakness based upon you thinking that, oh, okay, I could play I got love for you, or I could pay, like I fuck with you, or I can finesse you type shit, and thinking that is good. You feel what I'm saying? A motherfucker had you slipping with the fishes, or a motherfucker will cross you out in different forms or fashions. It's the art of war. Sometimes a motherfucker don't got to kill you to kill you. You feel me? So it's like, 2024, we got to wake up and we got to understand that, love and respect and being real and being genuine and being authentic. You know what I'm saying? These are principles and these are words and shit that a motherfucker got to truly understand, what do they mean to him or her, and evaluate them based upon the relationships that you're in and the situations that you're in and the business that you're conducting to make sure that you're doing shit the right way. So, you know what I'm saying, you won't have a motherfucker feeling that, this motherfucker moved me or played me out of my life savings or, everything I had going on. And then now it's on me now to make the final move. It's on me to make the final call. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, I like to pop this shit, on different levels, and this is just one of the first, videos that, I'm gonna do solo, on behalf of the podcast and just give, some game and some thought and some opinion about different things and topics and, different shit going on in the world and concepts and ideas that, that my subscribers and the listeners, around the board, can embrace and, think on and, make shit happen and get back at me. Because people might not agree with nothing I'm saying, and that's what I want. I want to get people on here that's going to have opinions and that's going to comment, and hopefully engage into some type of, conducive or, appropriate, communication or conversation or debate that, is going to, try to, get some clarity around here on some real topics and some real shit. Because a lot of motherfuckers is blinded by everything going on social media, but there's no real conversation anymore. Motherfuckers ain't popping it like they used to. They ain't sprinkling each other like E40 used to say when I grew up. They ain't lacing each other with game no more. It's all about how can I get over, how can I play on you, how can I act like I fuck with you but I don't, how can I backdoor you, it's just the devil in disguise, man, like a family member, a friend, or associate, man, or a bride. So, I'm going to close out with that, man, and I'm going to, give you guys some, news you can use from here and there in between interviews with artists and, entertainers and, people that, talk game or pop financial literacy or, that get on a podcast and want to display, their small business or, have things going on that we can fuck with or that, we deem that, are appropriate for the platform. So, you guys tune in, stay, dialed in and subscribe, and like and, comment on everything we got going on. And, I definitely appreciate everybody supporting the platform, man. G.A.M.E 365, man.